Hello Leo, Leo Rising and Leo Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting November 13th, 2017. Yes, I have moved. I'm currently getting my new office set up and it is big, and so that's why there is an echo in here, and that's going to change within the week, but not right now. So, as you can see, lighting situation, sound situation, working on it, but I don't want you to have late horoscopes either. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, and you can just follow the links below, or just type it in, however you want to do it. So, what is going on with your astrology this week anyway? Well, Leo, on Monday, we've got Venus in a beautiful conjunction, with Jupiter, currently in your 4th house of home and family, Scorpio. And this always ends up being a huge gift, whatever it is. We have news coming in about possibly some kind of gift coming to your home, or maybe the qualification or pre-qualification of a desired mortgage, an offer being accepted on a house that you're trying to buy or sell, possibly even just some extra money or some extra coin coming to your family or coming to your home-based business operation. When Venus is involved, it's usually a favor, but luckily Jupiter is making this favor much bigger and much nicer. On Thursday, we've got Venus in this very same area, forming a very strong trine aspect to Neptune, currently in your 8th house of shared resources and passive income. And again, this is extra side money or side money opportunities coming to a lot of you. You could be hearing about extra money coming to the home even through a partner's job with this kind of aspect. It's talking about where are we finding extra scratch this week, but it's not chunk change. It's definitely a good amount of money. Usually with Neptune retrograde, this can also indicate an unexpected refund or rebate, or perhaps even just a check we never actually got that was meant to be for us. So don't be surprised if, we're walking away with fatter wallets by the end of the week. So what's going on with your cards? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Caduceus, or the Caduceus, however you want to pronounce it. I say Caduceus. And the text reads, you will receive news from afar. So again, there's going to be a lot of information coming your way out of places that you have not necessarily tread in a while. Now this could be not necessarily a far in terms of proximity and distance, but it could be a far back in time. We are kind of turning over stones that have not been turned in a very, very good while. And the nice thing about the Caduceus in this sense is there's also sort of an energy of expediting. There's an energy of hurrying something along, or perhaps actually, again, something being well received or initiated to start much faster than you could have imagined. Make sure you're available for it, because usually with this card, things tend to pick up the pace quite quickly. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Empress reversed. Now, while everything may be going very, very well for you when it comes to money this week with the astrology, the Empress reversed can indicate a situation where we need to be paying attention to waste this week when it comes to work, whether it's wasted time, resources, including money, or perhaps actually not utilizing everyone's expertise effectively. This could be a discussion that has to come up on the job. This Empress reversed may not necessarily relate to you, but possibly to a superior or a colleague who is not necessarily, again, taking full advantage of the resources at their disposal. The Empress reverse can also show up sometimes where somebody that we have trusted with some kind of material asset, again, could be property, money, could be an accountant, could be a broker, is again not utilizing our trust to its best potential. And sometimes with the Empress reversed, we may need to decide what we are going to do with this person or if we want to replace them. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, the others in your life, we do have the Four of Pentacles upright. This week could be a little quiet on the friends and family front. The Four of Pentacles doesn't have to be quiet with everybody, but sometimes I've seen with this card, it can indicate one person possibly pulling him or herself back a little bit, sort of fortressing up, walling up. This may not necessarily be something personal. One of the things that you may jump to is that it could be personal, and that might worry you a little bit. But often I've seen this card when I've done readings for clients where it turns out somebody is actually shutting everybody out all at once. When it comes to the Four of Pentacles upright, though, do not attempt to beat down those walls. Wait for an invitation. Otherwise, they're just going to come back stronger than they did the first time. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Hangman reversed. This week, honestly, when it comes to the Hangman reversed, it's time to start taking sides. It's time to get off the fence. If there has been a situation in your life, or many situations, where you've decided to try and perhaps, take a platform of non-involvement, you've wanted to kind of stay neutral, stay in the gray area, possibly, try and stay friends with everybody. This week, the Hangman reversed is saying overwhelming evidence, or perhaps even overwhelming odds, may show up that kind of tip the scales in one person's favor over another. And the Hangman reverse can indicate a situation where we're forced to take sides or take active involvement in something that we actually wanted to stay hands-off with no matter what. If we have to intervene in a social situation between friends and relatives, we have to pick sides between coworkers and colleagues, or we maybe even have to take sides when it comes to a dispute with with our immediate family, maybe with our spouse or our kids or something like that. Unfortunately, there may be actually a need to do that. I'm not an advocate of going black and white, but this may be a very clear right and wrong that does need your participation. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Knight of Wands upright. Beautiful card for love and romance. The Knight of Wands upright does indicate that a lot of you single Leos out there may actually be finding yourselves in a situation where you're kind of chatting up somebody who's quite popular, somebody who's a little bit more extroverted this week. Usually with the Knight of Wands, we see somebody who is always very, very active, very, very involved, and they do want to sort of bring you along for a little bit of a tour of their world or a tour of their schedule. And if you are interested in taking them up on this offer, it could actually be a lot of fun. Possibly a fire sign like yourself, an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, and somebody, again, who seems to always be in the know, and probably a micro-celebrity in their own little community. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Knight of Wands upright is a little bit different, but it still actually, brings a lot of good fun to the relationship, because it does show our partners actually becoming a lot more socially active, a lot more socially involved. If we've been in a situation where we feel like our partner is not interested in socializing, they're not willing to go out, they seem to be kind of getting a little bit too quiet, too much of a homebody, we're seeing the Knight of Wands really kind of stir the pot a little bit, but in a good way. And we're also seeing the Knight of Wands as an opportunity to even, spend some time really enlivening our relationship by enlivening our partner's social life, whether it's reuniting them with friends, seeing them in their element and all of that. There's a lot of excitement and a lot of really, really good, I guess you could say, chemistry coming from this, if you're willing to take it on. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or you can just follow the links below. I'll talk to you later.